Hey, everybody. It is Felicia Guntner and our amazing Boomy Moore here. We just have so much exciting news and things that we want to tell you about, that we want to talk about. Boomy and I are super duper excited about everything that's going on with Lurralife, our team, just the company in general, the great products that we have. So, we're just going to have some great conversation and share lots of great stuff with you guys because we can't stand how excited we are. Right, Boomy?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's what we say. I'm so excited I can't stand it, right?
yeah,
and
absolutely.
and we really are, guys. I literally I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about the business and just like doing stuff and grabbing my phone and sending messages and writing down notes. Hence the 3 a.m. messages I've sent you recently. But it's like,
Yes.
yeah. Absolutely, like where we are going, my goals, my dreams, and ambitions with Lord Life stay on my mind, and I'm super fired up. And somebody asked me this morning, Felicia, um, what would I do, or would I leave Lord Life if one certain product like the O2 drops wasn't here? I'm like, what? Absolutely not. We have so, first of all, my flag is firmly planted here for so many reasons, but we've got so much more than just one product. The breadth of this opportunity is more than just any one product, whether it be O2 drops, whether it would be the drink to shrink. It's about like the whole picture, everything that
Exactly.
we have to help people in their wellness, in their health and wealth. So, I mean, and literally, I don't know what product I like the best. Whether it's the O2, the drink to shrink, the coffee, the greens, like all of it supports my body and all of it supports my income. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we talk today, we really want you to tune in here and listen, because there will be something that either educates you, that inspires you, or motivates you, that will help you in your goals and your goal setting, and really expand your view with Laura Life, and to understand why you need to be like us and have your feet firmly planted, not looking to the left, not looking to the right, but having the blinders on, not letting people and distractions throw you off, but being firmly focused on your vision for your family. Wouldn't you agree with that, Felicia?
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. I know that my feet are firmly planted here. I love everything that we have going on. The products I would never be without. So myself personally or for my family. So this is where I am sticking and staying.
Absolutely. So, team, you can't have an opportunity, a viable opportunity, without product, right? So you got to have a product that you're selling in the marketplace. And whether that be your drink to shrink, or whether that be your O2 drops, like we're about to really go into the Spanish market, and Dr. Arturo is like big on the O2 drops for his market there that we're going to be building in the DR. Whether you're in the US and you just want, a little bit of everything. So you've got to have the product that you believe in, that you're out in the marketplace selling. And South Africa, kudos to you all. Like, your volume continues to be steady, not just steady, but to be growing. And even though like around Christmas time, all markets tend to drop back a little bit, but you got right back onto it. And so I wanted to applaud you all in the South Africa market. And when I come there in March or April, I'm going to learn more names of the leaders who are doing those great things. We know we got the Diana and Choma and Loreto and Queen Lady T. But there's so many people doing great things. I gotta get to know more of you all. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm happy that we get to celebrate you, that you get on this cruise, all expenses
Yes.
paid, and that is going to be a great fun time. Felicia, I love that Lurralife has been rewarding, especially that South Africa market. I know it's going to expand, but been rewarding those leaders for a job well done. So they got the boat trip coming up, but then remember, what was that, in November or something, where they had the other retreat, and we had all the cool pictures of
Yes.
them in the room popping the bottles and champagne and doing all the great things they were doing, right?
All their outings they did
Yeah,
and dressed up, and yeah, that was amazing.
yeah. So, well, you know what? Time goes so fast. That may not have been. That may have been September. Yeah, I think that was September. Wow, time goes so fast. But we just wanted to let you all know that you're doing a phenomenal job. But we're expanding in many markets right now. Nigeria, let's talk a little bit about that, because Nigeria has said to us, Felicia, that you all think South Africa is doing something, just give us some time. There's a whole bunch of people here, we like making money, we're business people. So we got a big vision for that as well, right?
Absolutely, we sure do, and we
Mhm.
know it's going to be huge. We know
Yeah,
it's going to be huge.
it's going to be real
What?
huge. But I want everyone to understand, this isn't like a Boomy and Felicia show. This is a Lurralife thing. Like, anybody can participate in the growth of Nigeria or these other markets that are opening. So when we talk about other markets, we want to inspire you to know that you can have a team there. I mean, you can be in South Africa and have a team in the US. You can be in South Africa and have a team in Nigeria. We've got Ghana. We're going to be talking to Enrich and tomorrow or the next day, so we can really get a hold on what's going on in Ghana, how we can make that boom. So just the whole opportunity is just one of expansion. And that means, for you all listening, expansion for you, your team, your volume, and your income. So yeah, I'm really excited about those things. But we got to hit on goals, Felicia, because things don't just happen by osmosis. We've got to you've got to target like where you want to go. You got to figure out what it
Yes.
is that you want and have some goals surrounding it. So I knew, when my team was just in the US, I knew that I wanted to expand internationally. So I wrote up a goal and I put it on my refrigerator, and I was able to create that and make that happen. So we want you all to do the same thing. Figure out what is it that you want. Write that goal down and put it somewhere where you can focus on it every day. So when you get up and you start working your business, you're working it with intention, and those activities that you're doing are leading you towards whatever objective you say that you want. It could be a number of jugs that you're selling per day, right? Maybe there's a certain income and you don't want to recruit, because not everybody likes recruiting. Some people like, don't want to talk to nobody really. I don't want to bug friends and family. Network marketing isn't my thing, but I can sell. So you want to get out in the marketplace and you want to sell your drugs of drink to shrink. But don't just leave it open ended. Make a decision. How much do you want to sell per day? How much money do you want to make per week? We have Felicia, why don't you talk about the $100 a day platform? Because I mean, I think that's really great for people to rally around, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that is such an opportunity itself. And there's so many people that are doing it that there's no reason that anybody can't do it. It's a very simple system to follow. It's all done online, and it just takes you being consistent and doing it each and every day. So it is so simple. Consistency and copy, paste, get paid.
Yes, those.
Copy, paste,
Yes.
get paid. So, and then of course, having your inventory of it so that you can get it out to all of those amazing customers that are going to come to you and want your drink to shrink. So you really, like Boomy always says, it's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. So the consistency is absolutely key. And Boomy, I love what you say about having the goals. So if you're doing the drink to shrink system, the 3-step system, it's a 3-step system, copy, paste, get paid. If you're doing that, then absolutely know how much do you want to make per day, because there are people that make over $100 a day. It's all going to depend on what you put into it, how you follow up with your customers and things like that. So easy to do, easy not to do. And to have the goal, how much you want to make per day, per week, how many gallons you want to sell. When you focus on that and you consistently take the steps to get that done, there's no way it can't happen. That's just my opinion, right?
Yeah,
When you're
I agree with you. A lot of people let the start stop them.
mhm.
So when you say it's easy to do, it's easy not to do, when people fall into the not doing, they're letting the start stop them, right? It's something in their mind, because it's anything that we tell you to do is simple. It's not hard. It's not difficult to understand. So when we say, okay, watch these training videos, are you going to discipline yourself to sit down, take the time to watch the training videos? Okay, make a group on Facebook. You got to sit down, take the time, 30 minutes or whatever, create your customer group on Facebook. All right, now you've got to find some groups on Facebook that you want to start going into to meet new people. So it's just getting yourself disciplined and acclimated maybe to doing some actions that you haven't done in the past, but you want to make some income that you haven't made in the past. So you
Right.
can't expect to keep doing the things that you've been doing and get different results. You got to do some different things. You're in business. You're in a business you may not have done before, have executed this way before. So you've got to do some things that are a little uncomfortable. Well, you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable, right? Get
But
out of
these
that
things,
comfort zone. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but
No,
I
go.
was just going to say, but these things are not uncomfortable to do.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first started, we didn't have this 3-step system, right? Some of the things that I was doing before this 3-step system felt a little bit more difficult to do.
You're right.
With this 3-step system, it is like, if I considered that a little difficult to do, this is so easy that, what do we say, a 10-year-old could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my 4-year-old granddaughter might even be able to do some of it because she's getting savvy with the phone. So anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just thought, but these things are easy to do. If
Yeah,
you let it be easy, we can turn anything into difficult, right?
you're
So
absolutely right.
you've got to just let it be easy. And like you said, I love that you said you've got to do some things that you haven't done before to make the money that you haven't made before. So with the simple steps that we have, um, and if you have a passion for people's health and helping people and things like that, it's easy. It's easy.
And so if people are new and they're just getting started, I'm so glad that we have leaders that you can look at and be inspired by and see what it is that they are doing and maybe model some of what you do after them. So yesterday we had an interview with the CEO and Ayana Prue out of Trinidad and Tobago. She's already reached 6-star in the short time she's been in the company, and her team is doing a lot of great things. So watch that, be inspired, see what it is that she's doing, how she's rallied her team around the drink to shrink message, the 3-step system. And with all the challenges that she had, which you're not going to have, she has still been able to achieve some great things. So big shout out to you, Prue Prue, if you see this.
Yes.
We know that we've got some other, we got top people in South Africa, many leaders doing great things there that you can see when you can see how they work their social media. You can follow them and see how they post and emulate that. But as Felicia said, if we all just keep it simple, you're doing those three things consistently: copy, paste, get paid. And you have us, you have me, you have Felicia, you have other leaders to always come back to us, because sometimes you course correct and maybe change up something a little bit or whatever, and we can maybe add in, like some people in Nigeria are doing launch calls. That's how Susan got her first two people and became binary qualified. So we did a Zoom for her where she invited guests. That's if you want to team build. The first step is not even team building, and that is just selling the product, right? Selling the product and selling the truth of what the product has done for you and what the product has done for other people. Then when you want to get into phase two, which is selling the truth of the income that you made, then you can start recruiting others. And we show you how to recruit them into the 3-step system. And it's just about sharing with them what you did, the copy, paste, and get paid system. So, but we have, there's lots of people for you to look at, to be inspired by, and you have lots of help. We're here for you all the time, despite being in different time zones. That doesn't matter. We're here. We'll wake up early, stay up late, do whatever we have to do.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Boomy, let's talk a little bit more about recognition and some of the benefits of the company and team building and things like that, because that gets me so excited. I think, I did do some research on, and I'm not going to know names or anything like that, but on what other companies offer. And I truly found that Lurralife is offering things to their brand partners that I'm not seeing anybody else offer. So you already mentioned the trips, but what about the 2x2? You want to?
I love these extra bonuses that we added to the comp plan about a year or so ago, so that while people are building, they can have some lump sums that are coming in that make a difference. So only just by referring to and helping those two to do the same. That's just a total of 6 people who have purchased what we call our green pack, which is one of our value packs of product. You get an extra $100, and there may be a promotion coming where that 100 could be more, but you didn't hear from me. And then we have the 4x4, which you know about. You see a lot of people in South Africa who are staying in front of their cars and use that money to pay cash or whatever they do with it. The 4x4, to use that money to pay cash for their car, or whether it's to make a payment or what have you. That 4x4 is simply you refer 4 and then help those 4 to do the same. So in any 30-day period, 1 month period, and that's an extra $500 on top of all the other 7 ways that we get paid. So we really like those bonuses.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah. And Lurralife does other things to recognize its distributors. When we meet at events, the company has all kinds of things, little jewelry, swag, the certificates, and everything's not always about the money. Sometimes just the recognition of saying you are awesome. You're an inspiration to your team and to others. Look at what you achieved, putting you out there on a video, on the stage or whatever. That does a lot to build up people's spirits. And I think Lurralife does a really great job of that. But even getting back to the trips and the times where we can get together and the retreats and the events. So as you said, Felicia, not all companies have those intangible things, those things that maybe can create an intangible feeling. That's a good feeling inside of people that makes them go out and want to do more.
Absolutely.
We know how to celebrate the distributors in a great way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Travis does that intentionally. You know, he's we have the compensation plan, we have the products, but he's always thinking about the culture, right? And the culture is going to grow and it's going to get even better. But he's also thinking about what can we do to create this cohesiveness so that as our distributors are building, they don't have to keep rebuilding. There's a culture that allows people to stick because they are a part of something. So when you hear about get paid to lose weight, and when you hear about the My 10K Life in the walking app, you definitely want to participate in those things and share them with your team and get them to participate, because that's some glue that holds the people there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I very much agree with that. He does a very good job at keeping that together. And one of the things that we've been all talking about for a while now is family, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're family. We do a lot to work with each other and to support one another. It's just, that's one of the things that I really love. There is a lot of support within, and the people are just all great people. And it's actually, you get to have some fun too. It's not just work, you know, you get to forge some great relationships. I never thought that I would actually be working in South Africa in my life. I've always wanted to go to visit. Always. It's been on my bucket list.
Wow.
And when the invitation was extended for me to work there, I was excited. I was nervous because I was still new to like the business and stuff like that. But I was so excited, and I absolutely had to say yes. And what a great decision that was. And it's just continuing to grow. It makes me very happy.
Well, Felicia, I just want to take this moment to just to give you your kudos and your recognition, because for those of you who don't know Felicia and her story, she has worked very, very hard in the South Africa market. She was integral in helping us to get that market off of the ground and really, really producing. So when you see Felicia, know that the history and the success of South Africa goes back to this woman as well. So you definitely want to excuse me, should have turned that phone off. All right. So you definitely want to make sure that you know that Felicia is here for you. You can reach out to her, and it's good just to know the history, because South Africa wasn't always a thing with Lurralife, right?
Right.
There was a day where the decision was made. I remember the prayer I prayed to go international, and how things evolved, and then you to work with getting that market going was just a blessing. And you learn so much.
You went quiet.
Everybody wanted to call me at the same time now. I should
Yeah,
have turned those notifications off. But anyway, guys, just know Felicia is the woman, and you can certainly reach out to her if you need it. And everybody's trying to get her to come to South Africa. So whether it's April or whether it's another time, you will get to meet her, right, Felicia?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh
And
wow,
I cannot wait.
I can't even hear you anymore since those people called in.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Okay. All right.
Is that better?
Yes. Okay. I can hear you, kid.
Well, thank you for everything that you said. Um, it has absolutely been, even though in the beginning there were bumps, you know, but we got through those bumps, and where we are today, uh, it was all worth it,
Mm-hmm.
100% worth it. Any I don't foresee any bumps coming in the future, but if they do, we're going to ride them out and we're going to be just fine like we are now. So it has just been an amazing journey for
Mhm.
me. You're right. I learned a lot. And I just want to keep going, keep pushing forward. So I'm super excited about everything.
Well, and I'm glad you said about you want to keep going and keep pushing forward, because I want to speak to the team that's listening, or maybe if you're seeing this and you haven't made a decision to come with us yet. Being an entrepreneur is about just that. It is about continuing to go forward, to continue to rise above any circumstances that you may experience or create yourself. It's about being able to stay focused despite distractions. And I absolutely want more people who are in, like, there are people who paid and they're on the sidelines, right? Just watching what's happening. They haven't truly entered into the spirit of their business to work it every day. Work works. I heard Rashid said this the other day. Work works. And when you decide that there is a bigger goal and objective that you have for your family, that you want freedom, that you want residual income, that you want a lifestyle and to travel, there has to come a point where you look at what you're doing now, decide that, you know what, I got to make some changes. I have this wonderful opportunity, and just get all in. Or maybe if you have your little toe in, you put your whole foot. Or maybe if you have 1 foot in, you put 2 feet. Just realizing that you have to do more, because if you keep just sitting on the sidelines, sitting your little toe in, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, you're never going to realize your dreams and the fullness of what this could be for you. Felicia, somebody said to me the other day, I've been away from home for 10 days, probably more than that, probably 14 now. But he's like, oh, I thought you were home. Like, it doesn't matter where I am in the world. I make the money that I need to make. I can do what it is that I need to do, because network marketing gives you freedom. It gives you
Yes.
that freedom. So you have freedom in time. Once you have it built, you have more of your time is your own. Then when your money starts going up, then you get financial freedom, more of your money. Then you have the money to do the things that you really want to do. But it doesn't happen certainly doesn't happen in one day. It doesn't happen in 1 month. For some people, it may happen in 1 year, but most people it takes more than 1 year. But it happens. And you gotta keep doing what Felicia said. You gotta keep putting 1 foot in front of the other consistently. It's not do something in January, not February, then do something in March, and not April and May, then come back and do something in June. It just doesn't work like that. And we would be lying to you if we told you could achieve your dreams that way. So come all in with us. That's what we're saying. Like, the pool is warm, it's beautiful here, it's wonderful. And
Yes.
in business, things happen. So we're not going to say everything is going to always be roses. Everything isn't always roses, but in no business is. There's always challenges, but that's how we learn. We learn from going through some things that grow us and say, oh, that wasn't bad. Oh, man, I'm tough. Oh, I got through that. I can get through something else if it comes. So those challenges absolutely grow you and show you what you're capable of.
They sure do. And I can look back on my life and all the challenges that, my whole experience, my 51 years on this earth, right? There's many challenges that pop up over time. And I can literally look back at this point in my life and say, that wasn't as bad as I thought. You feel it when you're going through it, but when you can look back and be like, wow, I got through that and it really wasn't as bad as I thought. What was I so stressed out about, right? That anyway, it no longer has the power over you. But Boomy, real quick, I do want to say, as you know, I have had a traditional business for many years and I love it. It did take some time to build. And I love it because it's what I know. It did allow me, for the most part, in the beginning, to work from home. I still had to go out and do certain things. And even today, there are little things that we have to go out and do.
Mm-hmm.
However, it did not allow me the freedom that this opportunity with Lurralife gives me. Um, is I couldn't just pick up and travel if I wanted to. I couldn't. Uh, I always had to. Well, even now with this, we always answer the phone, but it was still almost like punching a time clock.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I still have that business, it's it's still that, right? I'm tied to the desk. I have to get the work in. My orders that I get from my clients, they want them back in a certain amount of time. Do you know what I mean? So it's it's still a little bit like punching a time clock where yes, it's my business. Yes, I can set my hours, but the workflow is determined on my turnaround time. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So it is like punching a time clock. Whereas with this opportunity, I can go wherever I want. I can be anywhere and still be making the money. With my traditional business, not so much. When I did travel, guess what? I was still strapped to the desk because I
Wow.
still had to get those orders in. I had to take my whole computer, a copy machine and all that good stuff, and found out very quickly that I'm still stuck to the desk until the work is done.
Mm-hmm.
So this is this is it for me. This is exactly where I want to be because I absolutely am getting to the place where literally, well, I'm not getting to, I'm already there. I can do this business, I can work, I can set my hours, and I can do it from anywhere that I want to be, anytime.
Yeah.
So absolutely, this is what really excites me as well, is that time freedom, time to be with my family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Anyway, I could go on and on about
Well,
all the things.
that's a great word to end on, that word of freedom and understanding, ladies and gentlemen. What we want for ourselves, what you just heard Felicia talking about, we bet you want it too. And we
Yes.
want that for you too. That's why we're here. That's why we're showing up. That's why we're working to inspire you, to show you, hey, you can get all of that and more here. So yes, the time freedom, the family, the financial freedom, the freedom of mind, the healthy body, yes, is all here for you. So with that,
Yes.
we're gonna end this video, but we'll be coming back to you on the regular with more Laura Life Big Group Billionaires in Training information, knowledge, all things Laura Life. So, with that, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and you all have an awesome day. Be sure to share this video with your team.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.